Hello, all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, and welcome back to another declutter drawer. So if this is your first time seeing a declutter drawer, essentially what I have here is a drawer where I store products that I want to declutter. Sometimes I'll be doing projects where I'm testing out products, or they'll be in my project pan, or something will happen and I will just decide I don't want that anymore. So I pop them in this drawer and then I let all of the products have one last hurrah in a declutter drawer video. This allows me to do declutter videos that are just dedicated declutter videos without leaving this stuff in my collection where I'm struggling to find things that I actually want to use. So we're going to get into it. If you enjoy this video, and there's a hair, and you would like to see more of them, I will leave a playlist down below. Okay, in the description box. Good, that's what I meant to say. Let's get into it. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is, look, this smells, okay? So if you've smelt this, you know it's pretty intense. If you haven't, it's kind of like a tropical coconutty scent, but when you open it, you can smell it. Now, mine has lost some of its scent, but I can still smell it. And I had two of these. I decluttered one, I think last year. And this one, I thought, you know, I'll finish that. But there's like 500 kilos. There's 11 grams of product in here. And I thought, I've got enough bronzers as it is. And if I'm trying to pan this one from start to finish, it's going to take me quite some time. And also I found that when I was using the product like every day for a long period of time, I was really starting to get annoyed by that scent. So that one has got to go. Niacid. This is a serum. You might have seen it advertised on Facebook. That's where I found it. This is a serum that is supposed to help basically get rid of pockmark scars from acne. Now, I got this prior to going on isotretinoin because I did have some acne scars, and I also, unbeknownst to me, was just starting to develop adult cystic acne. So I used this for a little while. My skin got really bad progressively over time. And I put this aside. I stuck it in a drawer. I went on isotretinoin, and then I just never used it again. And, you know, it's been kicking around for a while. I got through half the bottle, but it's time to go. This is the Glamouflage Lovely Laura Hydrating Lotion. So it's just a hydrating serum, hydrating toner. There's nothing wrong with this product. I mean, it's getting a bit old, but basically, you know, I go through one of my drawers here to pull out a new skincare product to work into my routine. And if I spot anything that I feel like is getting old, or I just don't see myself using it anytime in the very near future, or it doesn't interest me at all, then I just, in the drawer it goes. So there she goes. This is the Ionic Propolis Vitamin Sleeping Mask. I put this in my project pan to test it out, and it's basically just like heavy silicone mask, and I can't use products like this. They break me out if I use that it's mostly just silicone. I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if the first ingredient is silicone, but it doesn't have the ingredients on the tube. So anyway, I'm not going to use it because I know it's just going to cause me problems in the future. I'm not willing to do that to myself. Hourglass. This is a Vanish Seamless Liquid Foundation. So I'm doing a series this year where I test out all of my products in like certain categories. So I've done eye primer, face primer, foundation, powder, and I'm working on others. So I do have quite a few foundations in here. And this was one that just didn't make the cut. I found it to be, it looked quite heavy on my skin, and also I found it really difficult to sort of move it over the skin, which was annoying. It means got to work with it quick. So I'm not into it. Not into it. More foundations. CoverGirl Outlast All Day Stay Fabulous. I feel like this was an oily skin Hailey favorite, but that's not me anymore. So I'm going to get rid of that. If you do want to know more of my thoughts about these, like I mentioned, check out the product testing videos. I'll link them down below too. Oh my god, there's going to be a lot going on in the description box. Shuramura Petal Skin. Again, this is great for oily skin. It's not so great for dry skin though. Also, the color of this is not quite right for me. So that's the main reason why I got rid of this one, because it does actually mix really nicely with other hydrating foundations to give things a bit more coverage. So I like that foundation. It's too dark for me, and you know, I was trying to declutter some, so it wasn't ideal. This sponge, I feel like I've decluttered this sponge before. It's the Juno & Co sponge. I'm wondering, I don't know. I'm wondering if it was in my head to get rid of it, and then I've only done it recently, or if I did get rid of it when I first thought about it and it's ended up in a like box destined for friends and then somehow made it back in here. I don't know. Anyway, it's a Juno & Co sponge. I don't like it. I don't like the way this applies foundation to the skin. I feel like it just goes on so heavy, and I don't like that anymore. So goodbye. More skincare. This is the Dear Claire's Pure Vitamin C and Centella Extract Serum. So I'm a bit sensitive to vitamin C. Some vitamin C's are okay. Some are extremely far away from being okay. They basically make my skin, like, it gives my skin the texture of like sandpaper, really, really rough and bumpy, and it makes my skin seriously dry and so itchy. And it's that, like, if you've ever had an allergic reaction to something topically and you get that like constant itchy feeling, and if you scratch it, it's like it hurts, but then as soon as you stop, it's itchy again. That's what some vitamin C's do to me. That's what this did to me. So I'm not into it. I actually have here, this Kylie Skin Vitamin C Serum did the same thing to me. This jacked up my skin bad. It took me a long time to fix it. And that's like, I don't know why some do it to me and some don't. Like, I'm currently using the Ren, I think it's in the Glow range, and it's their Vitamin C Day Moisturizer. That doesn't do it to me. That's beautiful. I don't know if it's just like the strength of it, potentially the quality of it. I don't know. But yeah, when it happens, it jacks up my skin. It does it really, really fast. And then it takes weeks to fix the damage. So Kylie Skin, goodbye. I see more Kylie Skin. So let's do it. Face moisturizer. I just don't... It's not that great. It's like, it's not even... Okay, for starters, I have dry skin, so I like a very, very moisturizing moisturizer. That sounded great. And this isn't really all that hydrating. Also, the ingredients in there, they don't do anything. It's basic as fuck. Honestly, I would prefer to use like a ColourPop face moisturizer. Not even joking. Same with the eye cream. It doesn't do anything. I'm using the Good Molecules eye cream at the moment. That stuff's fantastic, and it's really, really affordable. And this is neither affordable nor fantastic. Goodbye. These are the color drenched pigments. I've got the shade Moon is Blue, which is a really beautiful blue shade. And I have the shade Tonight's the Night, which is a really beautiful, like, turquoisey, greeny shade. Now, look, I like these. I like the packaging. I like the colors. I like the finish. I like the pigmentation. But these colors don't suit me. They just don't. Blues and greens on my eyes. Every time I mention blue and greens don't suit me, people are like, your hair is half blue. Yes, I know. But when I put blue or green next to my, or on my eyes, it brings out the, like the blue tones in the bags under my eyes, and it makes me look tired and sick and just not great. So I can't wear them. It doesn't suit me. It doesn't look good. So both of them have to go. They gotta go. Another thing I've discovered, and this product actually sparked this discovery, blue nail polish doesn't look good on me at all. This is OPI Incognito in Salsalito. It is a really beautiful dark navy blue. It, like when you put on 2 coats, it's super opaque, it's super rich, and it borders on black territory. But it just doesn't look as good as black. So, you know, I'm not going to keep it. I am trying to minimize my nail polish collection as well, because somebody, not me at all, might have purchased like a whole bunch of nail products that she didn't need. It wasn't me. This is also why I'm getting rid of the Ruby Wing shade in Dux, D-O-U-X. I don't know. What is that? So this is a color changing nail polish. So it changes from like a pinky shade to a purpley shade, but in reality it's quite sheer, and it looks like this weird, it's not even like a jelly, like translucent jelly type polish. It just looks like weird sheer, I don't know. It's not for me. I have been testing out a lot of my eyeshadows, or trying to. Sometimes I do well and sometimes I do not. And in the process of doing that, I have managed to declutter some more eyeshadows. Stila Magnificent Metals. So I have a bunch in here, I know that. There's another one I can see. So this shade here is Beauty Junkie. We may as well swatch these. It's the last time you're going to see them from me. Beautiful shade. Gorgeous. Then we have Peachy Sheen. This one might be dry. Yeah, getting a bit dry. And it's a bit of a sheerer one. I know the smaller ones I had issues with some of them drying up. Smoldering Satin is like a pretty sort of taupey shade. That one's super dry. Pink Wink Wink. This is one of their Little White Lies shades. So that's that one. And I have Rose Gold Retro, which is a classic, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I did keep some that are really beautiful and I'm really happy with them, but those guys I just don't need. What I do need to do is minimize my eyeshadow collection so it's a bit more manageable. I also got rid of some of the Total Intensity eyeshadows. These are nice. These are the long-term relationship Total Intensity eyeshadows from Prestige. I don't know if they even make these anymore, to be honest. This shade is Crave, which is really nice. It's gold. It's quite metallic and reflective. And I have Bewitched. I know I have more of these in here as well, or I can see one. Bewitched is a really nice sort of taupey shade with a green shift. This one is Spellbound. This is a beautiful like pink with a gold shift. And look, to be honest, it's pretty, but I feel like a lot of these things are things that I can replicate in palettes. I'm sure I have another one. Ah, there it is. There it is. And look, there's hair. My hair in the drawer. This is the shade Hocus Pocus. Are we focused? Hocus Pocus. Are we focused? Not really. No. So again, that's a gorgeous, gorgeous shade, but I don't need them in singles. More foundation. This is a Benefit Hello Happy foundation. This is in the shade 4. It's just too dark for me. I remember loving this when I had oily skin. I think I still enjoyed it when I tried it out not too long ago, but the color is just not right for me. Again, more that the color is just not right for me. These guys, the Australis Fresh and Flawless. This is, look, this is just, I don't like this foundation. So it pulls very yellow, which I just like strangely yellow. And I feel like a lot of their line does that. Also, it's meant to be like full coverage. I would say that it is if you apply like a thick layer or 2 or 3 layers. Now, I'm not opposed to a lower coverage foundation at all. It's actually my preference. But I just didn't think it sat very nicely on the skin. It didn't look great. Also, it smells like paint. Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. Look, love this foundation, but this color is so wrong for me. It is like, it's very peachy, and it just doesn't look right. It looks better than the Australis, but on the face, it doesn't look right. Also, this foundation has a tendency to oxidize. So once this sort of sets down, it starts to look quite orange. Oh my God. I helped a friend to style and cut like a cheap synthetic wig for a birthday party dress up thing, and I am still finding the little like pieces of hair everywhere. Oh my goodness. Okay, La Roche-Posay, this is the Toleraine Corrective Liquid Foundation. If you are looking for a drugstore foundation that you can potentially get on sale when they have a sale that is very high coverage, this might be down your alley. This has intense coverage, and it doesn't, oh my God, fly, rude. It doesn't look too bad on the skin unless you're dry as shit like I am. So that's why I'm getting rid of it. But look, I think that foundation definitely has a place for people with certain skin type and foundation preferences. Concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. So I just don't really like the applicator, and I think I remember being okay with it, like the way it looked on the skin. But the applicator is a no-go for me, and also I was trying to minimize my collection. So LA Girl didn't make the cut, neither did Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer. This just didn't have the coverage that I prefer from a concealer. It was a bit too light for me. So that one's got to go, and so does another one of the wig hairs. This one is the Cover FX Gripping Primer. I just find it, look, this one I feel it's a little bit difficult to apply it because it's actually grippy, like it's quite sticky. But then if you don't get a smooth application, I found that my foundation could stick or like lift funny when I was trying to apply it. So I wasn't a fan. The Too Faced I like as a hydrating foundation, and I'm not gonna lie, as I sit here now, my skin feels dry and I'm like, oh, should I keep a hydrating foundation? But I don't think I will. I don't think I will. I wasn't really wowed by this. So I think if I was going to decide that I want a hydrating primer, was I saying foundation? I'm so confused. I've been distracted by a noise outside. If I decide I want a hydrating primer, I would probably like to buy something that I've never tried before that has like really good reviews. But for now, I think I don't need them. I need to be a bit firm on that, because primer is one of those things that, you know, I always have, I never use. It's unnecessary. Eyeshadow primer. So these two are cult favorites, Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion and Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I just don't feel like these give me what I want from a primer. These are, you know, they're quite translucent, so when you put them on, you can't really see them on the skin, which is fine in certain situations, but I much prefer something like MAC Painterly Paint Pot, something like that, to like kind of, you know, blank things out. I don't put foundation or concealer over my eyes and then go in with a primer, or, you know, put down a primer and then go in with foundation or concealer. I like my primer to simply be the color of my skin, and that is like my base 100% on my eyes. So these guys, out they go. I'm just don't need them. Okay, I have NARS lipsticks. I actually have a lot of mini lipsticks in here, so we will get through some of them now and some of them later. So, I am doing a mini lip project this year, which isn't going that great, but that's fine, because sometimes that's just the way life is. And the first video that I did in that series, instead of just introducing all of the products and then coming back a month later with an update, I basically had like intro and update in that one video, and I decluttered a whole bunch of lipsticks, mostly NARS. And the reason why I decluttered a lot of these was because they were duplicates of ones that I already had, so I had like 2 of them, or they were duplicates but with a different name, so they, like, you know, changed the names of some of the shades but kept the colors. So I didn't need that many of the same lipstick. Some of these are unused. I will swatch some. This one's Dolores, which is a stunning red. Like, these are beautiful, and the formula of the Audacious lipsticks is really nice as well. But I just know, like, I'm not going to be able to use them. Charlotte. And I did keep some colors that are similar to these, but I only kept like 1 or 2 because I don't need like 15 of the same shades. This one's Charlotte as well. Was that one that I just swatched? Charlotte? Oh, I'm so confused. Yeah, so that's what Charlotte looks like, and here's one that is like fresh and unused. I'm gonna keep that fresh and unused and pass it on to a friend. This one is Rita, which is also fresh and unused. I might even have another Rita. Lee and Bet. Is that Rita? No, that's Olivia. Are there any more in here? Maybe at the back. We will see. Anyway, this one is Olivia. That's a really nice red. Very nice. Very, very nice. Don't look at it for too long, Hailey. You might decide you want to keep it. This one is Lee. So you can see, like, how similar they are, you know. Like, yeah, they've got nuanced differences, but it's not enough to keep them. And this one is Bet. So there we go. I think I've got even more in here. Shall we do the little Anastasia lipsticks as well? I've got, how many? 6? I think 6 would be about right. I decluttered all of my mini Anastasia lipsticks because they're matte. They're a very drying formula and I can't wear them. So this one's Peachy, which I really enjoy. It is peachy indeed. We have Ruby, which is beautiful, beautiful red. Like, there's enough mini red lipsticks there to last me a lifetime. I don't need that many. Latte, this one hurts my heart because that was like a fave shade of mine. Plumeria, this is a fuchsia, which I rarely wore, but you know. Oh, and it feels quite dry in comparison to the ones I've just swatched. Then there is Dusty Mauve. I really like this one as well. I love a grey toned purple. Stunning. And we have Brandy. Oh, I am a bit sad to see these go. I'm not gonna lie, but I can't. I'm never gonna wear them. Never. La Roche-Posay Anthelios XL Anti-Shine SPF. I bought this a long time ago when I had oily skin. She's no good anymore, so it's got to go. But even if it wasn't old, I would, oh, actually, interesting, it's still good until the 11th of this year, according to the expiry date. But I can't wear it because it's like anti-mattifying. It's like mattifying, and it's good for people with oily skin. So anyway, that one's got to go. Let's talk about Coty Airspun foundation powder. Are you focused, camera? Are you focused? Focus. Hopefully this will be a bit better. So Coty Airspun face powder. This smells like a clothing drawer with a potpourri sachet in it that hasn't been opened since the 60s. Like, on the packaging it says since 1935, and I imagine that, like, that is the scent that was in it when they created it in 1935, and it hasn't changed at all, and it's not pleasant. Also, it's such a messy packaging. I can't, look. No, I definitely don't need that in my life. Oh God, I just took a deep breath and I can like taste it in the air. Not good. Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in Kitten. Oh man, I love this. I love it. It was in my project pan and I opted to get rid of it because it has like a dark, hang on, let's get some more on there and see if I can show you. How am I going to show you this? Let's put it here and show you this way. So you can see light reflect, and then as the light bounces away from it, you get that sort of like, it's like a tan, almost bronzy kind of color. I love it, but that tan shade, when I wear it as a highlighter, it looks like I have dirt smudges on my cheekbones, which is really strange. I wonder if I could wear it as a blush. I feel like it's too highlighty for a blush. Would that look ridiculous? I don't know. Has anyone used this as a blush? I actually really don't want to get rid of it. I like it a lot. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful color. And if that like tan shift was just like maybe a shade lighter, it would be fine for me. Maybe I could wear it in summer. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try it as a blush. I'm gonna give it one last shot. I really love this color. I really do. This is a product that surprised me. I didn't expect it to be so beautiful. I know this had cult status when it released, and I wasn't really like into the hype of it. And it wasn't until this year that I like played with it and I really fell in love with it. But I had issues with that like dark cast. And I feel like I just need to give this one last go to see if it really can't be a match made in heaven for us. Okay. Andalou Naturals Canicel Glow Mask. So this is a hemp brightening mask. I don't really like the texture of it. It's like kind of jelly, silicone-y. I just don't like it. So I'm not gonna keep it. I'm getting rid of it. Okay, let's do the primers. So this is the VDL Lumi Layer Primer. So this is like it's a glow primer. You know, you put it on and it's full of the shimmer and it reflects the light, and that's that. I don't really see the point in these types of primers. You put them under like a matte foundation and the foundation just covers everything up. You put them under a dewy foundation and it's just not really necessary. Yeah, it's not for me. Then we have the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This is in the hydrating version. It is silicone free, which is nice, but I really just don't need a hydrating primer. Maybe I kind of do. Do I? No, I really probably do not. I don't. And then we also have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Rose Primer Serum. So again, this is kind of like your hydrating style primer. It's like a serum and it's meant to hydrate, and it also helps to remove makeup, which is fantastic. So let's take advantage of that. Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This is primer and moisturizer in one. I do like this, but again, it's just, my skin is at its peak of needing products like this, but I just don't use them. It is a step in my routine that I just don't use. And I find with primers, it's so easy to accidentally put on even the slightest amount too much, and that will again make your base even worse anyway. So I don't need it. I can live without it. Good skincare routine, the end. I also have the MAC strobe creams. So these are like little you know, illuminating primers. You can use them as highlighters. You can use them to break down makeup that you've just swatched on your skin. But this is very similar to the Lumi Layer primer. Again, I'm just never going to use them. They will sit in my collection until the end of days, essentially. So, you know, no point in keeping them. I have the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation. I can't remember exactly how I felt about this, but I know I obviously didn't get along too well with it if it's in the declutter drawer, so they can go. I think I mentioned I will link like the videos where I talk about my experience trying these all out, so if you do want to know more information, you can check them out, and yeah, I'll talk about that one in there. Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. Again, I don't really remember too much about this other than, oh, okay then, the obnoxious doe foot applicator. Also, it smells like paint, so you know, there's that. Okay, sample-y things. So these guys are Stila Magnificent Metals. You saw how many I got rid of. You can probably guess that I don't need to then keep these ones. These are Hourglass Vanish Foundation samples, so you can probably guess what's going on there. And this is MAC, I don't know, some foundation. It's in the shade NC25. Historically, I don't like MAC foundations. I never have. I've never found one that I was like, yep, that's worth buying and using and repurchasing. So I'm not going to use it. More Kylie Skin. This is the Vanilla Milk Toner. I'm just not going to use it. I'm just not. I'm not a skincare snob, but I am becoming a lot more picky about what I put on my skin. I do still love to try new skincare, even if it is an influencer brand or a cheap, affordable brand. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but if I decide that it's not for me, then that's the end of that. And Kylie Skin is not for me. So, moving right along. This is from Dermalogica. It is the Dynamic Skin Recovery Broad Spectrum SPF 50. This burnt my eyes. And I'm not saying like I put it on my eyes or in my eyes. I didn't even put it near my eyes. I just put it on like a moisturizer that contains SPF, which is exactly what this is, and it irritated my eyes. It's like the fumes sort of coming off it. That's what it felt like. So yeah, this one is a no-go for me. I'm not going to use it if it irritates my eyes. Okay, this here is from the Chemistry brand. So this is a Deciem brand. It is the Inhibitive Intimate Care, like it's a hair reduction cream. So you wax or you shave and then you use this every day to minimize the hair regrowth. Now, I got this when I was a waxer and a shaver, and I used it on both, well, all three, underarms, bikini, and my legs. And look, I can't say that I used it often or regularly enough to see results, so my own fault there. But also, I promptly booked laser appointments, and that's how I manage hair now. Well, I don't have to manage it, which is fantastic, but laser, don't need this anymore. This is the R&Co Park Avenue Blowout Balm. So this is a leave-in styling product, and I found that it kind of made my hair feel a bit like stiff and I don't know, almost like too textured and just not great. Not the sort of texture that you get when you put in like a texturizing spray or anything like that either. It's sort of like excessive heavy product sort of feeling. I didn't like it, and I'm not gonna use it. And there's a bloody wig hair in here. God. This is the Revolution Lace Baking Powder. So I just decluttered this from my powder project because it was sealed and I just wanted to get rid of something. So that's the one that I got rid of. Mecca Max. This is the off-duty contour stick in medium. So I opted to get rid of this one because I got the NARS cream bronzer, and I just feel like the NARS one is better, and I don't need multiple cream bronzers because I'm not going to reach for this. I'm simply not. I'm going to reach for the NARS one. I'm also going to reach for that bird and strangle it if it doesn't shut up. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. Again, these kind of have a smell, and this one has like a pink base with like a silver reflect. It's just not really, it's not really my jam. Pink highlighters, they're probably the ones that suit me the least. So, you know, I've got so many highlighters. It is scary. And it's not going to hurt me to get rid of this one. Let's just put that out there. Okay, this is Mecca Lip Deluscious. I think it's in the shade Nude or something like that. It's a nice color and I like the formula of these. However, it does have shimmer in it. And I find that if I put this on my lips, eventually the moisturizing part, the balmy part, it wears off, and the glitter is sort of like stuck to the dry parts of my lips, and it looks gross. Also, I think there is some white pigment in here, and that doesn't look very flattering on the lips if it's not like a perfectly smooth application, and lip balm often isn't, at least not with this. So I find that this just doesn't look nice on the lips. It's kind of yuck, so I'm getting rid of it. I have a Lip Deluscious in my bedside drawer that's a pink one, and I love it. It's fantastic. The formula really is nice, but the color ruins this for me. Oh, I found this in the back of one of my drawers. It's a ColourPop Glitterly Obsessed. It is in the shade Bring the Heat. These are beautiful. They're really beautiful. I decluttered all of the other ones that I had, and I'm not even gonna lie, like, I want to keep this, but I'll never use it. I know I won't use it. I have a stack of other glitters as well. They are like just standard, you know, not this sort of glitter in gel formula. And look, I will probably just keep them until the day I die because they're never going to go bad. It's literally plastic. Whereas this is, it has the potential to harbor bacteria over time, dry out, all that jazz. So there's no point in me keeping it because I might use it once in literally 5 years. Okay, Stiller. This is the Got Inked Cushion Eyeliner. I really like this eyeliner. It is very opaque. It is easy to apply. It is thin while still being opaque. So it looks good. It doesn't look chunky on the eye. The only problem is it's a tubing formula. So if it dries in a makeup brush when you apply it, super difficult to get out. I haven't used this in quite a while now. I had it in my project pan and I opted to declutter it because of the brush, like removing it from brush reasons. And I still have brushes that have this stuff like stuck in the base of the bristles. So even though I like the formula of this product, I'm not going to risk my favorite and some very expensive makeup brushes for an eyeliner. Like, I'm just not. It's not a write-off I'm willing to make. MAC Stylishly Merry. This is the original version. This is the purple version. It is not the one that I rave and rave about. That is the duochrome shade. I'm not going to wear this anytime soon, and I could totally dupe this probably in like 10 or more palettes that I've got, so I don't need to keep it in a single. Let's talk about more eyeliners, because it looks like I've got a few here. Everything from the back, everything from the back. Okay, wow, I got quite a few. This is great. Ciate, these are the Feline Flicks eyeliners. These are both sealed in their plastic still. I don't like this eyeliner. It's a felt tip, and I feel like felt tip eyeliners, I don't really like them because they tend to get clogged up fairly easily. Usually because I'm applying them over eyeshadow, so, you know, it's not a shock that they're getting clogged up, and I know why it's happening. And you can fix it by taking like some isopropyl alcohol on a tissue or paper towel and, you know, giving it a really good wipe to get that excess buildup off. But then you have to, you know, get the product back into the tip. Often you flood the tip, and then you end up with too much product on your eyelid and it bleeds and it's a nightmare. So felt tips, getting rid of them. And also these guys are felt tips. So I've got the Wonder Ink eyeliner from Rimmel, and I have the Revolution, the eyeliner. Look at how chunky these tips are. They're fat. And I find that it's really difficult to get like a precise, like small line. Like look at these. They're like, it's like putting on eyeliner with a broom. No. This one was in my project pan. It's a CoverGirl Get In Line Active Liquid Liner or something like that. I just got tired of like the brush applicator, like this sort of pot and brush applicator. My preferred type is either a gel with a brush or a liquid in a pen with a brush, but not a pot of liquid, unfortunately. Then there's a Benefit They're Real push-up liner. This is, God, we haven't heard this talked about in a long time. They must have discontinued it, surely. It's rubbish. So essentially this is a gel liner that you like twist up. It comes up through the tip and then you apply it to the eye. It is not a good idea. Like, I see where Benefit were going with it, but the execution is just not there. The execution is not good. Unless you like a really stumpy looking wing liner. Because that's what I always got from that thing. Why is this in here? Was I really planning on getting rid of this? This is a NARS Laguna liquid bronzer. People who watch my content, do you remember why I said I was getting rid of this? I'm confused. Did I put it in here accidentally? I don't know. Did I really want to get rid of this? I'm not getting rid of this. I just bought it like last year, I think. Is that right? I don't want to get rid of this. Or was it not good? I don't know. Okay, it's going with the Stiller, and I will reassess those things because I'm confused. I'm very confused. Is that meant to be in here? I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking you guys. Fucking hell. If I don't know. Oh, well, some people have better memories than me. So, you know. Let's do... Yes, let's do these guys. So, I'm getting rid of these for basically the same reason. We've got the Burt's Bees Hydrating Lip Oil and the Carmex Pineapple Mint. I have tried with both of these. Like, really, really tried. The Burt's Bees is probably half done. The Carmex also probably half done. The problem with these is they're very thin formulas and they just don't hydrate my lips well enough. I'm currently using a pot of Carmex, and again, it's better than this, but it's not ideal. It's not a great lip balm for me. So the one that I'm using, it's like a sugar, it's a special scent one. I can't remember what it is. I don't know, like the pineapple mint, I really struggled to get rid of because I really like the scent. This one smells like passion fruit. So I had that struggle. I really tried. I'm really trying with the other one that I'm using, but I don't know if they're gonna, like, those two have got to go. The other one may very well need to go in the future. We will see. Okay, more Stiller Magnificent Metals. So I have Stylish here. Oh, we're running out of arm space. This is dry. Dry. Just dry. Then we have Perlina. This one's a really pretty shade, but I do feel like it goes on a bit chunky. It looks pretty smooth there, but I don't know. It doesn't look that great on the eye. And then there is Smoky Storm. And oh yeah, she's a little bit dry as well. So there we go. Those guys are out. Let me take all this off and then we can do some lip swatches. Oh god, I have just like streaked black liner all down my arm, but let's continue. Okay, MAC. I've got mini matte lipsticks. So this one is the shade Please Me. Some of these are really pretty. I take no pleasure in getting rid of some of them, except this one, which is Party Commencing. I'm really glad to be getting rid of that. It's not my jam. But I know I'm not going to use them. Like, I have to face facts. Can't keep them forever. This one's Little Darling. This is a really beautiful shade as well. It's kind of like a coral pink, which I do enjoy. We've got Whirl. I think I had Whirl in a full size at one stage. I might still have it. I don't even know. I don't even know what I have in lipsticks. I literally have not touched my large like normal size lipstick collection pretty much all year, bar a few times. Like probably a handful. It's not good. This one is Stone. This is a really stunning like gray toned nudie brown. Oh, beautiful. Diva. This is a classic shade, really. If these mixed really well with a balm or a gloss, I would probably keep them, but I don't feel like they do. Flat Out Fab, I wouldn't keep this one. I don't need that in my life. I definitely wouldn't keep them all. And this one is Rebel. This is another, you know, classic. Everyone's seen Rebel. And the last MAC one I have, another classic. This is Velvet Teddy. I believe I decluttered my Velvet Teddies because they're a matte formula and just not you know, I had a unopened full size and an open full size. I just couldn't wear them. I will say with these minis, even though they say that they're matte, I would say they're actually like a demi matte cream. It's a different formula to the full size MAC lipsticks. I'm just putting that out there in case you didn't know. I have another NARS lipstick. This is in the shade Josephine. And look, this is very similar to others that I swatched earlier. This one is the Marc Jacobs lipstick in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. This is just not really, it's not really my shade, to be fair. This one is Makeup Forever C211. I think, oh, I thought it was a red. No, it's not. It is like a pinky mauvey shade. YSL. This is a Tatouage Couture lip stain in the shade 16. I think I have some of these in the full sizes, so if I'm like desperate, I've still got some. And that's a nice shade, but it's not enough to make me struggle to get rid of it. This is the Tarte Color Splash lipstick. It's in the shade Rum Punch. These, like, the color is stunning, but it's a silicone kind of formula and I don't really like it. This is shade XOX from Bare Minerals. Nice enough shade. It's a bit too pink for me. I do like this formula from Bare Minerals, but yeah, the shade, it's not one I'm going to reach for often. This is from Soap and Glory. I finished one of these before and I really like them, but I did not get along well with this shade. This is in the shade Nudist, and I feel like there might be a little bit of white pigment in there to like make it that sort of light nude shade, because again, if I've got any sort of dry skin on my lips, this seems to like cling to it and pull around it, and it just looks so obvious and not, it's not cute. In fact, it looks quite yuck. Okay, this one is from Black Moon Cosmetics. It's in the shade Libra. I feel like I had more of these. Maybe I've already decluttered them, which is fine. So there's that one. It's a nice shade. I really like it. I do like it, but it's matte and I'm never going to wear it. This is a Revolution Prime and Lock Longwear Eyeshadow Primer. Again, this is just like not what I'm looking for in a primer. It looks gunky. When you like blend it out, it's got a lot of white pigment in it. So if you don't get like a perfect smooth blend, it just looks patchy and sort of, I don't know, dry and weird. I don't like it. The Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect Mascara. I think I got rid of this because it was transferring to my upper and lower, like upper, oh God, on my brow bone and underneath my like lower lashes. So I'm not really a fan of that. It's not a look that I'm going for, and I don't like it when I have to manage my mascara. So that one's going as well. This is a little compact from Rom and, a little quad. It's really pretty. I like the color story. It's very me, but I need to minimize my eyeshadow collection. And this one hasn't made the cut. I feel like I thought I decluttered that late last year, but it's in the drawer. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a dip brow. Is it the Dip Brow Gel Pomade? Dip Brow Gel. Is that right? I don't like it. It's so dry. Why is it so dry? It's like, oh, you can even hear it's dry. Not a fan. This is a Winky Lux lipstick. It's one of their bullet lipstick, or pill lipsticks, sorry, I think it is. And it's in a red shade. This formula is really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I have it in a nude, which I've kept, like the little mini. The red, I'm never gonna wear a red. Like, if I'm gonna wear a red, I'm gonna pull out one of my Hourglass Confession lipsticks, so I don't need to keep that. Also, this is why I don't need to keep the YSL lipstick. Like, it's fine. This is in the shade 01. It's beautiful. Very, very beautiful color. And nice formula. Feels silky smooth. Beautiful packaging. All that jazz. But I wear a red like twice a year. That's it. And the last item is the Rimmel Moisture Renew Universal Transparent Lip Liner. If you like to use a lip liner for like matte liquid lipsticks or even some other lipsticks to prevent them from like feathering along your lip line, you can have like one to rule them all with something like this. It's just a transparent lip liner and it does exactly what lip liners do to prevent like bleeding, which is great. But I have an uneven lip line, so I use lip liners to correct that. And transparent one, you can't see any correction. So it's not been one that I've really, you know, been all that keen on. Oh God, it's heavy. Okay, there we go. That is everything. There's 112 products there. Oh, 112 products more out of my stash. My drawers are starting to look a little, not bare, but a little bit less makeup junkie crazy, essentially, which is great. That's what I've been aiming for. So these guys are all gonna go. They're all out of my stash. I will be back with another makeup like declutter drawer sometime in the future, but to be honest, it probably won't be until next year. However, you guys know in December I do my my drawers, my collection videos, my inventory videos, all that stuff. So you will get to see a bit more of that coming up in the future, which is fantastic. So if you tried anything here and you loved it or you hated it or you got the feelings about it or you're curious, let me know. Let me know down in the comments and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.